Sigma.
Gotta get those levels right.
I'm a Sigma. I go out. I don't even.
Here we go.
Man Swoo.
Oh, fuck, blew it. Ready?
Man Swoo. Man Swoo.
This time. Third time lucky. Go.
Man Swoo.
Oh,
And then you edit that out.
yeah.
And then we're good to go.
Right. So
Fucking karate
should we
chopping
just
you, mate.
carry on rather than?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sick of you already, mate.
Hi, mate. Yeah.
Keep
Hey,
this
mate.
in, no,
So
keep this in the
team-
pod. Don't edit this
Yeah.
out. I'm sick
No,
of
we
you
won't.
already. I'm sick of you already, mate. I haven't even started.
Why are you
No,
sick of
I'm
me?
not. I'm just being smart.
No, you have to say. You have to tell me why you're sick of me.
Oh,
Because
fuck.
we'll
You're
tell
like-
everybody
you-
what's
you-
been going on.
Okay, so Hodjo message. We had a chat this afternoon. Hodjo's like, yeah, well, sweet. Early arvo, eh? Early evening. I'm like, yeah, sweet. And then I get a message just after 6, and he's like, all right, I'm going to set up my gear. I'm like, cool. So I'm like, all right. I know it takes a while for him to do that, so I'll just fucking cruise. 20 minutes later, you were like, all right. Oh, no, give me another 15 minutes. I was like, okay, all right. So I gave you another 25 minutes. And then I fire up the old meeting, the old Zoomo, and old mate's fucking jumps in, and he's still fucking around with the cameras and the mics.
It's
and
like
he's super
this, I'm like
yeah,
this.
he's
like,
doing these ones like he's just a hand up here,
stress.
and it's all chippy and it's out of fucking sync, and I can't hear him, and I can just see on his face instant stress, and I'm just like, oh, this is what I love. This is why I do this. This is why I do this. For just the instant stress right from the get go. Yeah, baby. Yeah. And I'm also in between cooking a pork belly roast, which is quite fun. So I'm going to pause shortly and go and slice that up for my progeny. But yeah, here we are. It's been a wild team. It's good to see yous. Good to smell yous. You're looking good out there in the universe. And I'm going to start off my first question with Mr. Hodjo. How's your penis and how's your balls?
Oh, well, I was just going to say, and we just finished filming our team. We're launching our Patreon. So we just finished recording the intro clip for the Patreon as well. And my penis and my balls, they're great.
Still there?
Still there. What's
They're still
happened
there?
to them?
They're still
What's
there
happened?
though, eh?
Yeah, why?
Oh, good. Oh,
Why,
I
what's
just
happened?
hope they're still there. I hope they haven't, withered away or fallen off.
You got any drop any barrels at Wave Trap lately?
I did maybe 2 weeks ago.
Oh, so
Yeah.
yeah, I got one about a week ago. So.
What, that lovely little pocket rocket.
It was a pocket ride, eh? Full
Nah,
pocket
that
ride.
was cool. That was cool.
Mm.
Oh, we've got lots to talk about on this pod, boys and girls and others. Some recent strike missions with El Hodjo to the West Coast. I've got a few show notes piling up. Speaking of piles, should bring on Frank for the piles chat. You haven't had piles, eh? Oh no, you have had hemorrhoids.
I've had intensely bad piles.
Oh,
Yeah.
yuck. But penis and ball chat. Health. Let's start with the old fucking health check. Give us a mental rating out of 10. How you doing out there, Hodgson?
Oh man.
Oh man.
Let's have a think.
I'd say you've slightly downgrade from last potty.
Yeah, well, this fucking camera's causing the majority of the fucking majority of the fucking.
I think the listeners have probably heard this story a few times now, and they're probably shouting, "Get it fucking sorted, cat!"
Oh well, so right, so slight downgrade. My score was like 7 or something last time, eh?
Can he not remember? Can he
It was
not?
like 7 or 8, but
Yeah.
I was pretty bloody good there. The eating fell off a cliff a little bit. I haven't gained any weight since
It's a little plateau.
yeah, I haven't gained any weight since our last podcast,
Mm.
but haven't lost any either. But and then I had a really cool trip, like you say, to the coast to hang out with you and surf wave track for a whole day. Surf for 4 hours, which was fucking awesome.
Solid
And
effort.
then I got insanely sick a couple of days after that, and I was just like fucking the worst diarrhea and spewing you'd
So
ever imagine.
we're talking post-trap gastro, right?
Yeah, post trap gastro. So, but
PTG. It's the
remember
PTG.
the PTG. You remember when I was out in the water with you and I said to you I started feeling real sick?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think I actually had something like
Oh, pre-trap.
pre-trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So not the post-trap. It was a pre-trap.
It wasn't
Pre-trap.
PTG. No, it wasn't PTG. I've had PTG before.
Same. Terrible.
Yeah, and it definitely wasn't that. I've had worse. The original PTG that I had was way worse. Like proper fucking like giardia, you know.
Well, I got Giardia. I've talked about it before, so I won't rehash the story. But yeah, that was terrible.
So, yeah, I'll go like at a 6.5 out of 10. Doing
Nice.
okay. Just I got my eating back on track in the last few days. I had a good couple of workouts, and yeah, just still got that mojo. I just got to, yeah, a little off
Maintain
track
it.
there a little bit. Yeah,
Maintain it. Oh, that's
it was
good.
okay.
So mental 6.5, and physical.
Oh, physical's like at a 5, just because
Oh,
I had been real crook.
yeah. True.
Yeah. So I'm just rebuilding. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
on the rebuild. Yeah.
For me, mentally, I'm probably, I reckon, an 8. Feeling good. Feeling good. Yeah, feeling really good. Had a good week. Great week. Yeah, it's been good. A lot of mahi, parenting, doggy walks, gym sessions, a few surfs. I missed a surf at Blakeo's yesterday with the boys. Jacob Coman, shout out Como's back in
Oh,
town.
he's back home, man.
He's back for a little bit because him and Asti are off to a big overseas trip. It sounds amazing. Going to all the places I'd love to go to, i.e., Africa, Cape Town, Morocco, Spain. I think he's even going to Deutschland as well. So, yeah, him and his missus, they're off. So Jakey's back for a bit of a week or so. And I witnessed him and the Wizard and Jonathan Rodden surfing Blakeo's just yesterday. And yeah, it looked fun. I saw Johnny, shout out Johnny, got a nice pipe when I was sitting up in my fucking car, all grumpy in my fucking workout uniform. But yeah, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Physically, still not good. Update on the shoulder, still fucked. But the next step for me is I'm going to come to Christchurch on Tuesday, the first Tuesday of July. So I'm going to come over to Forte Health and do a proper, because the local physio, she's just like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to send you to Christchurch to someone who has more knowledge on the subject.
Go see a specialist.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's the plan. Physical, but I'm still active. And yeah, my daughter's just like, you should probably stop surfing for like 3 months.
Oh,
I'm like, ugh, that sounds terrible. But
you
like,
need to know you need to know what's actually wrong with your shoulder first, though.
exactly. I said
Yeah.
to Addison, like, I'm not stopping surfing until actually a professional says, hey, you've got to stop doing, there's like some sort of plan, remedial plan. So shoulders fucked, but still active. Played basketball last night. That was fun. We got our first loss of the season. We've only played 3 games, but we lost to the one of the Grey High teams. It was quite fun. Old Jolsey was the top scorer last night's game, so that was quite fun. I hit the old elusive 3-pointer from right in the middle. One of those lofty ones, swishity. It was good. It was good.
Oh, no.
So yeah, that's my little health check updates.
Oh, that's good, mate. Well, I feel like we're in a better place than say 12 months ago for both of us. I feel, you're like coming off your Beckyatomy,
Or Nickiotomy.
then your Nickiotomy, and well, I was just in the midst of stress fucking city, man. Stress city, man.
Yeah, mate. You were the fucking sheriff of Stress City, mate. So I
That's
just had a
those
look.
fucking wires, huh?
How's it was? Hey, that game last weekend. Are we going to do bread and circuses as Joel coins that
What does
part of
that
their
mean?
show?
What does
Oh, you
that
don't know what
mean?
that means?
No,
Aye, it's okay, mate.
I'm not a true fan.
Once you get to an upper level of intelligence and you know, brain things. I'm just being silly. Um, so it was the Romans. They would say bread and circuses for the civilians and the peasants. So to just keep their idle minds, entertained, bread and circuses, give them lots of food, give them
Yeah,
entertainment, and then they
yeah.
won't actually think about, hey, hang on, we're getting absolutely fucked over as a society. All these bloody
Ooh.
rich people and politicians and so-called democracy. How oh look, there's a fucking dude fighting a lion. Sick. Yeah, so that's what bread and circuses mean. Now,
Stressy your mate.
have you had a chronic fatigue nap today?
Yeah, so I'll tell you about my day today. Actually,
Yeah, give us a rundown. What did you do?
well, my sleep, like, cause you get sick, your sleep gets all fucked up. So I woke up quite late, and the funny thing about my condition is, um, it's actually the simple day to day things like getting prepared to go out the door that can fucking set off like really like you feeling really tired or fucked.
Okay.
So I have to take it real easy. Just shit like I don't know why it's become a real ordeal, and I always struggle to do it on weekends. Anyway, me and the girls, we went into town, went to the art gallery, checked out some new exhibitions there. I actually found a really, really cool new artist that I really would love to buy a print of. It probably cost $4 million, but
Mm.
it was super cool artwork. This chick that had gone around most of or pretty much circumnavigated New Zealand on a boat, and then
Wow.
done sketchings of all the different landscapes that she
Oh,
saw.
sick.
Yeah,
That's cool.
and it was like all the colors that she used are of materials that she's gathered from the earth. So
Oh,
it's like yeah,
damn.
yeah, like real cool. So like pastel colors, real conceptual shit. It's not like an oil painting. It's actually
Is she
yeah,
from here?
yeah. Kiwi girl, and yeah, it's fucking cool. So we went and checked that out, and then we went to the art center where there's some new uh uh yeah food market,
Oh.
and I had cheesy gratin thing where like this guy heats up cheese under like a grill thing, and then scrapes the cheese off the the cheese wheel onto like grilled potatoes, and the
Ooh.
best like slow cooked beef I've ever had, like smoked beef brisket. Oh, it's
Oh.
just out of control. Had that.
Yum.
But then with the chrono, so it was a decent outing. We are out for like 4 hours. We got home at like 4 o'clock, and I just yeah, when after outings, and it's the same when I'm at work, I just have to lie down and go to sleep. I'm just
Mm,
so like mentally done. All my
mm.
mental energy's gone.
Gotcha.
So that's my day really.
Yeah,
And
sweet.
like yesterday, I don't work on Fridays. Yesterday, I woke up, did a bunch of housework, like yard work, and then had a massive workout.
Cool.
I didn't nap yesterday, and a lot of the days that I stay home, where I don't have to go out,
Mm,
I won't end up napping, and so
gotcha.
that's what um helps keep my sleep schedule in
Mm.
check.
Yep.
That's why it's important for me to spend more time at home than out, or
Yes.
it's just I just get so mentally fucked.
So the mentally stimulating interactions during your day, that's what really drains your CPU.
Oh man, like my batteries just go down so quick. Like I'll be at work or even in social situations that I can
Mm,
know like fucking hell, my levels are draining hard here. Like,
mm,
yeah. I'm just
gotcha.
like, yeah, I really noticed that.
Well,
So yeah.
let me recall my day for you, good sir. Today,
Oh,
today's day was a Saturday, and had a little bit of a semi sleep in 8:30
can
ish,
see mine.
semi semi sleepo, and I stayed up late because I got home late from basketball. So you know when you get home late from like whatever, especially Friday night. For me, I want to stay up and enjoy the Friday night, start of the
Yeah.
weekend. You know,
That's why I love a Friday night. Love a
couple of
long.
beers and
Yeah,
watch some
see,
footy.
that's what I appreciate about you actually, because
Yeah,
it's probably only you and Harrison that are
yeah.
the two mates I've still got left who are like, yeah, I'm keen to stay out late on Friday night, play some games, you
Yeah,
know. Yeah,
yeah.
like all my other mates, oh, I'm gonna go to bed, it's 10 o'clock. It's like, fuck, how old are you,
I
mate?
know. In saying
Like,
that, that might be me tonight because I do want to get up early for
oh,
Wave Trap. But yeah, today's day nice and cruisy. I love not setting an alarm on the weekend and just letting your body wake up when it's ready to wake up. How blissful is that, hey? No
oh, it's the
alarms.
best.
Oh,
Oh, do you
yeah.
know what Brooksy does?
He doesn't
Brooksy,
set alarms on the weekends. Please tell me he does not set alarms.
I'm pretty sure he gets up by alarm every single
Oh
day.
no, it gives me
And
anxiety just thinking
and
about that.
and the earliest he wakes up is
Yuck.
on the weekends where he's got a run club, right? He's got a
Oh,
run club
I
that he
suppose
gets
that's a
up
good
at
thing.
like dawn to go run around Godly Head with all these other runners, and then they can get scones and Sumner. And I was like, and he's like, come and do it, bro. Come and do it. It's like, mate, well, first of all, I can't run 5Ks. Or I can run 5Ks, but I can't walk properly for 3 days
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah, you got to build up to that.
You can't run like 10 or 15Ks around the hills. And secondly, waking up at dawn on a Saturday sounds like the fuck it. Like, actually, if you said, Hodjo, do you want to put your foot in a campfire or wake up at dawn on a Saturday? I'll choose putting my foot in the campfire. I won't go as far as putting a campfire out with my face, but it's close.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I've got to give a little bit of props to him setting an alarm for some sort of activity. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
okay with
yeah.
that. It's
But I
positive.
have
You know,
all
it's a positive.
respect.
Oh yeah,
All
yeah, but
respect,
not.
yeah.
And like for me, it's surfing. Like if the surf's good on the weekend,
Oh,
even
yeah.
even in the middle of the winter, if the conditions are
Yeah.
lining up for something, then yes, I'll send an alarm. But if
I'll get up. Yeah.
but I
I'll
don't
get up
know,
at
like
dawn, no sweat
yeah, fuck.
for surf. Like
Run
if I
club.
know it's gonna,
Yeah, I
you
don't
know,
know. Run
you
club
can go running at
sounds.
any time.
I
You can go running at
know.
any time.
Yeah.
Go running at 12 o'clock.
But then it's
Wait,
probably the
run.
social thing. They want to get it out of the way, yeah, nice and early and start the day good. You probably feel amazing afterwards. I'm sure he does. But
Oh
yuck,
yeah,
mate.
yeah.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Like for me, if the surf's shit, I'm just gonna fucking roll in that fucking sack. And then, you wake up naturally. But I
Mm.
don't get up straight away either. I'm fucking rolling around, fucking thinking about shit. Quickly check the phone.
Whack him.
Let the mind wander. What's old fucking fat Joel gonna do today? What's old fatty Joel? What's he gonna do today?
I
So
know,
what
bro.
I did today.
Sorry.
Sorry, you gonna say
Mm.
something? Go.
No, guys like Brooksy don't work like that. They have to have a plan. Like, he's just got to
Oh,
go
well,
straight
look,
away.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I guess it's different too with two young kids as well. Like they'll be up at I don't know how early they
Oh
would
no,
wake
his
up.
kids. He's got his kids that waking up at 7 or 8,
Yeah,
9
with just
o'clock,
normal
just
time. Yeah, it's
whatever.
good. Yeah,
Like, but
yeah,
just a guy like him, in terms of intensity and stuff, he just needs
yeah,
to be on the go.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I laugh because he jams so much into one day. It's fucking. I get stressed out
Mm.
just hearing what he does in one day. Like
Yeah.
actually, the whole time I've known him, for the 20 plus years I've known him,
Yeah.
like when he tells me what he's got up to in one day, I'm like left. I feel mentally. I feel like I've got to have a chrono nap, just from him telling me what he did.
Oh, it's funny because some of my friends have said that I jam pack a lot into my week, and I do.
You do.
You know, I really do. I've got, I'm in a band. I fucking selfishly surf as much as possible. You know, chores, they go down by the by, but I get through as much as I can. Um, Basketball, uh, yeah,
Band practice.
yeah, band rehearsals, heaps of those, at least, one or two a week. And then if you've got a gig coming up, it's like at least two a week, and that's a stressful couple of weeks. Stressful month leading up to a gig. But yeah, I do pack a lot of shit. But I tell you what, on the weekends, man, you got to have a balance. Balance is key to everything in life. Like if you don't know how to chill, then something's a little bit off kilter. Like if you just can't just fucking chill, and if you don't actually if you don't set aside time to chill, you need to have a look at yourself and be like, there's something wrong there, because you need to be able to enjoy yourself and be selfish, because it's your
I know
life.
that. I know that Brooks he literally sets a chill side, like
I'm gonna
sets
chill
the
from
time.
2 to 4. 2 to 4
Yeah,
is the
but
chill zone.
he's like sort of like this chill time. This is when I chill, and this is all go. So and then
That's good,
but
though.
he's one of those guys. He's like an active relaxer. The way he finds like chill is by going for a run, walking the dog. He's pretty much given up on surfing. So
No, he will. He would. He does not. He won't have.
mate, he has the surf since I don't know, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows this too, Brooksy. The only time you get waves is when I sort you out.
Oh, mate. Hey, a lot of people, they drift off. A lot of people will drift off. Look at a lot of our friends. I know
Oh man,
so
I'll
many
never.
people who have drifted off from surfing.
I will never understand that. I really, really. I go. In the nearly 30 years of being in the water, I've gone through periods where I've got less amped. I was like, I'm cool, but and I'm definitely not an absolute frother like I was back when I was 18. But
Yeah.
I don't understand how. Yeah, for me, I've always seen a lot of people who stop surfing so much,
Mm.
and it coincides with things not going well in their life either. And I'm not saying this. I'm not saying this about Brooksy, because he's got other things going on really well.
Yeah.
But I've always seen, like, not every time. Sometimes people just find other things that make them really happy as well, like hunting, or another sport that just gets them just as pumped.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah, but then I think it's the people that just stop doing anything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
They don't go into anything.
No, something's not right there. If you
Something's
just
not.
if you
Yeah.
stop completely, if you especially if you are a surfer and you know the feeling, you know how good it is. It doesn't matter what you ride. If you go and catch waves, you know how good that is. Why would you stop it? Oh, life's too busy. I just don't have enough time. Bullshit. You can make time if you
But
really.
yeah, my camera's shit out. Sorry, team. It'll catch up. This is why we started the Patreon. We should probably talk about the Patreon a little bit, because we did the launch thing, but we talked about it too. But
Oh no, stop. I was going to talk through my day. My day,
oh
Giles's
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Let me
Sorry,
get through
sorry,
that,
sorry.
and then we'll go through the Patros, okay? Look how long this tongue is, team.
This
Look, it doesn't even
no,
look
stop.
real. It
I
doesn't
don't
even look
like it.
real.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Oh, could you imagine? Being a chick and then like realizing that tongue's gonna go downstairs? Oh,
Mate, like,
like
oh,
it's basically a steak. Look at it. It's a grunty tongue,
oi,
mate.
have you ever like, have you ever have you ever, you're getting intimate with a girl, right? Like,
Mm,
this is
mm,
probably going Patreon, but you're getting intimate with a girl,
yeah.
right? And you catch it. Like, there might be and it's like a new chick, right? It's a new
She's a
chick.
freshie.
Just
She's a
yeah,
freshie.
it's a freshie, and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you know how girls like they're hot, they're great to look at physically, and other
yeah,
girls find girls attractive, right?
yeah.
There might be a mirror on the wall, or you just get you might get like a little above the ground, or like a out outside of the body perspective of just how rank you are, because you can only see from your perspective, right? But
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
just imagine this poor girl and this horrible fucking hairy, horny,
I
horrible and
know, like,
horny bloke. Like,
especially when you're like, if you're on top, like, just imagine them underneath you, and you're bearing down on them with your fucking whole presence. Must be some fucking
it's
terrible,
just
terrible.
awful. Mm.
Feel
And
good,
like
but
when men are turned on, like watching their faces and stuff, I get so grossed out. Like I find like, like they got that
hey,
lustful look in their eye, and they're all
I
horny.
know. I've got a bad wrote up eye too. It looks gross.
Yeah, I could.
Worn up eye.
Mine would be the worst day.
You should you should ask Sophie to be like, "Oi, what do I look like when I'm, keen to get it on? Is it
Just
is it
this
good
fucking
or
this horrible fat beast, eh? Just got this
bearing
eyes.
down,
Yeah.
bearing down?" No, the thing is too though, like going back, you got to think of the other side of the coin. Like chicks like to watch it as well, so they want to see the full spectrum. So it's not just about the guys. Come on now.
What do you mean?
All about the how you were just saying where you zoom out. You don't want to see the whole dude and his vibes, but you got to think about the girls watching, you know, explicit videos. They want to see that stuff. It's not just for guys.
Oh
Porn.
yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean?
there's porno made for women. Because
No,
majority of
no, no,
porno
no,
is
no,
made
no.
for
You're so out of
men.
touch. Women like all sorts, just like us. It's not just like, here's the version for women. They like it all, mate. They like it all. You're out of touch, son. You're out of touch.
Uh, you know that.
Eh,
Um.
eh.
Well, hopefully we don't lose that. Just as an update, team, Jolin's fucking didn't plug in his laptop, so we might have another. We might have just lost the first hour.
Mate, we'll be right. I'm sure we'll be right. And this is why it's so important for you guys to support us with Patreon, because we're so professional, and like the quality of the service is just always going to be
Is up there,
is it's top notch. It's top
Yeah,
notch. Really
you
is.
guys.
It really
Yeah, I mean,
is.
you guys. I've never had Dylan Russ sending me Snapchats when like, what the fuck's up with your audio?
That's right. I got
Every
those as
episode.
well. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
Um,
good.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, did we go through my day? Have we done my day
Yeah,
yet?
yeah, yeah. Let's do your day, and then should we get into some show
Patreon
notes, buddy? And
and the
Patreon
Patreon thing. Yeah,
and
yeah. So
Patreon. Yeah.
my day today was yeah, as I said, nice mellow wake up, cruisy, rolling around in bed for a good half an hour, just thinking
Yeah.
and just, slowly getting out of the pit.
Oh,
Um and then yeah, went outside, pulled some weeds, did three wheelbarrows worth of weeds, chucked that on
whoa.
the Trezor. My Trezor is like, where I live, mate, in Cobos. You've seen my Trez. My Trez is a rusty piece of shit. It's got holes like a foot long in it. There's like two holes where it's just rust out. The old beach rust. So I took the old trailer with the old fucking green waste to the dump, and update. It costs to dump green waste now in Greymouth. Did you know that?
Oh, welcome to yeah, yeah, same here.
Oh yeah, it's always been like that in Christchurch, I thought, but yeah. So now we've got that. It only cost me, I think, $16 for a trailer load of green waste. Did that. Came home. Made my daughter some hash browns and bacon for breakfast because I'm such a legend. Dropped her off at work. Came back. Then Jolsey had some good old chill zone. Fucking cranking the fire, watching stuff on TV.
What?
Took and then I went and took tests for a doggy shampoo at one of those little, the ones where you've got like a
Oh
little
yeah,
actual.
yeah.
That's
The one on the
sick,
back of
eh?
the BP there.
That's the
Was it?
one. That's the
Yeah.
one. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And cost me more than it needed to because I boomer the
Oh.
fucking. For some reason, I just can't work it out. It's like you select the program. You're gonna love this. I select the program, press the button,
Mm.
and then they say use your card. So I tap the card, and then I press the button on the machine, and then nothing happens. And so I'm like, what the fuck? And then so I do it again, and I think I pay twice every time because I'm just blowing it. So anyway, I did that. Big old
Mm.
doggo wash. Took Tess home. Gave her a big towel off.
Did you watch your
Um,
dick?
did I what? What?
Did you wash your dog dick?
My dog. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Oh, I did it. That's just strictly in the shower. Um, then waited for her to dry off. Took her for a walk to go and check the wave trap, which I did that at 3 o'clock. So I parked down by the sewage treatment plant in Cobden, and then I did the big walk down the flood wall, past the speedway to the wave trap, and howling onshore, a little bit of rain, and could see there was a few somethings in there. And old Rafa, young Rafa, was about to paddle out, so quickly hightailed it back to the car, drove home, went back, paddled out, surfed for about an hour and 20 minutes, then went and picked up daughter from work, then came home, then cooked pork belly, and here I am talking to you. Fucking hell.
Wow, that is a
But,
jam-packed day.
well, no, I had some good downtime. I reckon I would have had a good 3 to 4 hours of downtime, and I'm going to have some more tonight too.
So, what was your excuse for not buying Helldivers 2 in that chill time?
I've got an update for you. I did
Oh,
buy it. I did buy it in that chill time, but I haven't actually had the time. Well, I have had the time to play it. What I did is I just, because the PlayStation's in my daughter's room at the moment, so I just went in there and fucking logged in under my prof and fucking purchase 69.99. Yum, it's a sexy number. Purchase, and then download. It was about 30 gig, I think. Download, and I'm fucking excited to go and log in later and have a hoon. But I got to be honest, Jolsey needs a bit of time by himself to learn the fundamentals. I don't want the pressure of you going, no, press this. Oh fuck, no. I need a couple of hours just to get my head around, get my head around it, and then probably
we're going,
probably
we're
tomorrow
going
you
deep
can
tonight.
play.
Nah, we're
Nah,
going
mate.
deep tonight,
Nah,
mate.
nah. I need my own
We're
time.
going deep tonight.
No.
We're going to be delivering democracy across the entire planet.
Hey, I
Just so
saw.
everybody knows,
Yeah.
because we're gaming nerds, I've been pumped up about this new game that came out. It's actually for us old heads. It's based off the game is based off the old Starship Troopers movie that came out in the
Oh,
mid
love
to
that
late
movie.
90s,
That was a cool movie.
and we all remember that classic movie. Um, Epic. It's like a it was like a B grade movie done really well,
It was
right?
funny too.
Yeah, it was funny, and
Yeah.
it was like a lot of colloquialisms
Yep.
about fascism and all that sort of stuff. It
Yeah.
was it was pretty on the nose, but
It was.
so yeah, that's what it's actually based on. The whole game is off that movie, Starship
Looks
Troopers.
like there's a lot of aliens involved. You drop in and then you boom, you fucking
You just get like
you
little
loot up,
objectives. Yeah, you just get little.
and
Well, there's not really any looting. You just go
oh, isn't there?
around. You just get objectives to do on each mission, and you got to kill all the bugs, do the objectives, and then just extract from the planet before the time's up.
Oh, cool.
And
Do you start
it's
with
really
a good?
fun.
Do you start with a good setup?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah. They give you good stuff.
Nice.
So
Cool, cool, cool,
yeah,
cool, 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 cool,
so that'd be
cool.
cool.
So that's a good update for you. Just so everyone knows, for people watching on YouTube, yes, I'm wearing my dressing gown and my beanie and my thermal because yeah, it was fucking freezing in the wave trap today. So Yeah, I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling nice and
No,
toasty.
do you know what I was going to say, bro?
Yeah,
Coming back to a little bit of surfing.
yeah.
What I have in it, this has been something I have understood better in the last probably 6 months to a year,
Hmm.
especially in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
I enjoy the process of surfing more than surfing sometimes now. I find it quite cathartic. So when I say that, it can be um
Explain.
uh it can be if I'm at home and I'm going to surf here at home. It could just be cruising to I go check like out front of my house. I go check up at South Brighton. I might go check the pier. I might go check some the bar, which was pumping on Friday as well. Um, it, so I enjoy that little process of just
Hey.
cruising down, checking those spots, and then working out where I surf. I'm listening to a podcast, I'm listening to some music while I'm doing it. I'm warming up, and then just getting in my weddy, and then going for my surf. Yeah, I see the camera's fucked out. I'm just going to keep forging on here. That'll catch
Exactly.
up.
Exactly.
And so but the ones that I've really learned to love and really appreciate now, something that I didn't for all those years, but was going on missions, like, especially when my quad bike's involved, or my little 24-hour solo missions to the coast
Yeah.
in the van.
So
Just
what
the
you're
whole
saying
thing.
is you like the process of getting to the surf,
Yeah,
almost as much as the actual surfing.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We might have to go for a camera reset here too. Um, and yeah, I fucking absolutely love it. I really, really do.
Mm.
Um, it gives me a lot of joy now. I don't know why. It just does.
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
I don't know. I just get really fulfilled from that, especially when you score. And the last couple of missions I've done, I've really scored,
Yeah.
and so that's made it even better. But I don't know, just and I think for in my early 20s, mid 20s, we had a real solid crew there. We were doing missions like constantly, um, and there was a lot of stress, but it was a lot of fun too. A lot of stress because you're not trying to miss the window for wherever you're trying to score, right?
Mm.
Um, but there was a lot of fun with the boys, a lot of good memories.
Yeah.
But I think that if we all had that perspective back in the day, we might be able to enjoy the process a little more.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
I what I miss is the absolute freedom of time to do those missions. Like it's been a long time since I've actually just like decided, oh, this weekend I'm just going. I'm just going to go on a mission, explore, surf. Whereas for me, it's typically, oh, I've got an hour and a half here, I've got 2 hours here. I'll make myself, if the surf's pumping, I'll give myself maybe 2.5, 3 hours until my body fucks out. But yeah, I, I miss and I love those missions. Missions are fucking amazing, eh? Where you just like, nah, I'm gonna spend 2 days. Time
oh
is time is irrelevant.
yeah,
The goal is to find the best waves at the certain location. And then, as you say, the journey's half the fucking fun, eh?
but yeah, excuses are excuses, mate, because we've both got to do it. You just got to find the time to do it.
That's true. But hey, in saying that, it's no excuse, but once my daughter comes of age, she's like, she's only got a year and a half until she's a fucking adult, mate.
That's
Isn't that
mad.
isn't that
That's
fucked up?
I met Edison when she was like
3?
3.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Mm,
crazy. Yeah, she's gonna be 18 in a year and a half. Isn't that nuts?
crazy.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate.
Crazy,
Um,
mate. Come on,
yeah,
mate.
mate. Come on, mate. Shall we get into some show notes? No, we're going to talk about Patreon now, aren't we? Yep.
Yeah, so we did a little intro for it before. Hopefully, Joel's fucking laptop uh didn't lose it all, or I actually might give up on the podcast and delete the Patreon page as
No,
well.
actually, while we were talking before, something popped up to say, okay to convert. So it looks like it did save that
All right,
first
maybe you do
part
while
of
I'm
the.
talking. Do you want to do that? just while I'm talking. But
No, it's already. I've already clicked OK, my friend.
oh, cool.
It's
Hey,
fine.
so team,
Team.
just quickly,
Don't say team. Team's so cringe.
I don't know what to say. Yeah, is
Yeah,
it
crew.
cringy?
I think crew's best.
Crew? Yeah,
I
crew.
find I don't know, but with
It's an old man thing to
it's
say.
so haggard. Like, and you'll get it with your work. I get it with my
Yeah,
work. Whenever I
yeah.
hear people say or start an email or start a face to face with, "Hey team," I just want to slap them in the
I should say,
face.
I should say Fano or
Yeah,
fair now.
I reckon crew or fair.
Hey, fair now.
Fair now.
Fair
Yeah,
now.
that's better. Go again.
Anyway, so fair now.
Mm.
uh, I still want to start the segment where we call it Marry Time with Hodge.
Oh, no, there's at least one listener who loves Merry Time with Hodge. So whenever
out
you
to
want
Nate.
to, mate.
Yeah, shout out. Did we mention that we met Nate at the Warriors game with the boys, and he was just a legend.
Yeah, hopefully we
Fucking-
did. Shout out, bro.
Yeah, so if we didn't do that already, Nate, so but yeah, absolute shout out to you, brother. And you just saying you know we're a couple of fellow Maori boys, and you're just chatting me away about how you love when I go off and just fucking spiels
Yeah,
about
mate.
Maori.
Like, I think I love it too. I love it too. I love bringing my perspective in on things, mate. So, hey, next potty, bring some fucking moldydom fucking facts, moldydom chats, bro.
I do really enjoy.
Hey, Maori order,
I
my G.
did see one thing actually just quickly before I do it. I did see
Yeah.
one cool thing that I'm going to book the fan out to go on,
Fan
which is
out,
there is a traditional double hold waka that's
Sick.
that's parked up at Littleton, and they're doing
Yes.
for it was like $40 each on a Tuesday. You book it in $40, and that it's like traditionally built, you know, like voyaging waka,
Yeah.
and they take you out for the day. Oh,
Oh,
what?
that's
So,
cool.
and I was looking up the boat. They've sailed it up to Hawaii. They've sailed it to fucking the States and all sorts of shit. So
Do you have to get on the? Do you have to get on the fucking oars or what? The paddles?
I don't. No, they don't have those in those. They're just by sail. They just they get.
I thought they
You
would
know,
have had both.
I bet they back
Always
in.
they did. Yeah.
Oh, well, they're pretty huge, bro. These things are huge. Like they're fucking big. They're like a catamaran, basically. You know, um, and so they have the sails, and there was at Canterbury Museum. Oh, it was at the art gallery or something, or at the library. I need to go check it out. But they got it back from London recently. It was actually an original sail made out of
cool.
it was made out of some sort of fiber, you know, colonial fiber, like a sail.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm going to book the fan hour on that, and we'll go out for the day. I'm fucking pumped to go check that out.
I like it
because it won't be like, you know, fucking true old school. It'll have like it'll have some of the modern mod cons on it for sure, but like deep sea voyaging.
Yeah, like seat warmers and Wi-Fi and fucking Bluetooth.
It'll probably have Bluetooth, but because the bros can get some boom sheets going, you know.
Oh man, get some fucking PNC and some fucking Shifu.
Get some stiff the Maori going, hey,
Shifu, some fucking Decepticons. My G, Decepticons.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that, but what was it? No, they'll have for fucking satellite radio. They'll have you know, what do you call it? EPIRBs and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, like if you get in trouble, yeah, they'll have the modern shit on there too. But it's like traditionally built, right?
What did they do back in the day when shit went south? Nothing. Couldn't do anything.
They did the Eddie I cow and just tried to paddle for land, eh? I've got out of here, G.
All right, boys, we're off.
Fucking paddling now, bro.
Last one back. We're cooking you up for dinners.
Ah, man. Can you imagine how, like, honestly.
Oh my God.
The feeling of like
terrifying.
you just stuck out there.
Oh, the feeling of the sound and the feeling of one of the masts breaking when you're fucking like 10,000 miles off coast. Terrifying.
Keep talking. I'm just going to plug my phone in because it's going to go fucking flat.
Oh,
Um,
double flatto. Double
you want
flat.
to?
That's
Do you want
so
to?
classic.
You
You were
want to
writing me.
start?
You were writing
Do
me
you
off.
want to?
And
Do you want to start talking
it
about
was
potatoes
amazing.
while I do that? Do you
Yeah,
want to
mate.
start
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about potatoes?
Go get your fucking charging cord, mate. Couple of clowns. So this is why you should support us on Patreon, because we are high profesh. And yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the old 3-tier system. I can't remember the prices, but they're fucking cheap. And yeah, you will get
It was so for the first tier, which is called Down the Beach, $4, and that gives you access to behind the scenes and bonus Swoo content.
nice, nice. Carry on, carry on.
$7 for the corner, because we all know
Nice.
that the best Blaketown is, and the best tier is corner Blaketown. You can check that out on the Patreon.
Yeah. That's not the top tier, that's the middle tier though, eh?
Yeah, the top tier is Wave Trap.
This could be controversial, but I love it.
Interesting.
Because
Yeah.
you know, some Blaketown purists might argue that Wave Trap shouldn't even be at the top. But, you know, for you and I who've experienced Wave Trap in its absolute finest back in 2020, you and I both know that that should be at the top because,
Yeah.
hey, even though Blaketown on its day is fucking 10 out of 10,
Yeah.
but Wave Trap on its day is probably 11 out of 10.
Well, like just quickly,
It's a different wave. It's a different wave.
It's a totally different wave. But while you're
Yeah.
talking, you just try and keep talking, Giles. But anyway, guys, we stoked if you guys sign up. Absolutely no pressure.
No
I know
pressure.
that. Yeah, if you don't want to sign up, we don't give a fuck. That's
Not
cool,
at all.
man.
Don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. It's just we're just
Yeah.
going to put it out there because you know I'm sure that for our diehards you might like to flick us some coins so we can upgrade my lighting in the house. No, just kidding. But,
Venetian.
get some Venetians. Get some new Venetians. Actually, I've got to buy some new blinds. Actually, for that Venetian, because this place called this place called Rodden Blinds, and there's a sale on. I think it's 50%.
John Rodden Blinds.
Rodden Blind, John Rodden Blinds. Oh, look at that photo that you've just fucking put up. The old double
That's
hull,
what they I
double
think
hulled Caddo.
Yeah, they originally looked like that.
They
Yeah.
did.
And
That's
all the
fucked up.
Polynesians, yeah. So they had that one big steering paddle on the back.
Yeah. And they didn't have a fucking 14-day weather forecast app on their phone.
Fuck no.
All they had was the stars, and they just knew the elements. They could tell this, you know, the storm systems. They'd obviously just fucking go out when it looked fine, and then they wouldn't even know when a storm came. They'd just be like, "Oh, boys, look like there's a storm coming up. Fuck
I
it,
think
let's go."
they knew the elements so fucking well. They could tell when a storm was probably going to start,
Yeah, yeah.
Just like the currents changing or some shit. There's a particular photo while we're talking, we've got off subject, but Patreon. Yeah, no pressure, man. No fucking pressure.
Yeah, mine. Yeah, mine.
Yeah, if you want to help fund us to make some improvements to our gear, and then maybe even fund a little trip up to the North Island to go podcast with the boys up there.
Well, that's the plan. That's the plan. We definitely need to. There's so many people up in the North Island that we can jam to. I keep fucking seeing Jay from Taranaki's fucking pics. And I've got a couple of good friends up in Taranaki. I, I need to pull the trigger, man. I just want to surf all the waves that Jay's been surfing. The fucking reef, all the shoreys up and down the beach. I want to go and hang out with those boys, eh? It looks so fun.
Yeah, it looks awesome, eh?
Then also, of course, Auckland and all the spots around there, and Coromandel and Gizzy, and oh my god, there's just so many. Quickly before I forget, I want to do a shout out to a new listener of ours. His name's Matt, and he's an Aussie dude who's been living in New Zealand for a bit. So shout out Matt. He's a bug and he lives up in the Hawke's Bay, and he's been scoring some river mouths up there. And we had a quick chat about one of the funnest waves up there. I won't mention the name, but everyone
Oh.
should know about it. If it's a river mouth up in Napier, you will
Oh.
know. You will know. So yeah, stoked to hear that he's assimilated into the New Zealand. Another fucking dirty Aussies coming on in, hey?
It's
Fucking
quite
hell.
funny. Like some Aussies, I think, like the pay and shit's way higher on in Aussie, but quite a few
Lifestyle's
Aussies have moved.
different. The lifestyle's
Yeah,
different, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah. You sort of like
Mm.
take the pay cut for the good lifestyle.
Yeah, it's just a different lifestyle, isn't it? I think it's just obviously a lot more cruisy over here. Maybe not with
Definitely.
government stuff, but with the vibe of the people usually is pretty cruisy over here.
Good
So
life
yeah,
me, I can't find that bloody photo. But
so yeah, shout out to Matt. Stoked you're listening, bro. And yeah, might see you one day out in the juice. In the juice. Hey, back to
come on down,
Patreon.
Blakedown, mate.
Yeah, mate, come on down. I'll fucking drop in on you. We need to talk
Oh.
about two things. One is the strike mission that you did the other weekend to the coast, and the drop in, the moment that we had together, where I pretty much took off on your wave. That was you and Next, pretty much. So we need to talk about that, and also we need to talk about a very similar situation. 3 days later, me again, the protagonist, and this time it was Wiz. I did something very similar to him. So I don't know if you're ready now to go through that story, but yeah, we need to talk about those two things.
What are you up to?
What
What are you doing?
I've got my
You're
defenses.
you're the one that's pushed the shit for the most out of anyone all these years.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden it's fucking I do what I want. Bill.
Vil. Love how you put at the end. I do what I want. /Vil.
Vil.
We Oh, what are we doing?
I just
broke
that,
up the convo.
I finally found it.
Okay.
Found it. All right.
So what are we doing? What are we looking at here for the audio listeners?
For me, this is the epitome or like the perfect illustration of what corner Blaketown is. You know.
So what are we looking at?
Just me getting piped in the corner at Blaketown.
Is it right in the corner?
Not right in the corner.
It's first. I would say that's first peak.
Probably.
Corners like
you know what I mean though.
Corners like 2 meters off the rocks, in my opinion.
But corners like I've hit corners even closer in a way sometimes.
Yeah. I've surfed it where it's just like fucking you could jump off the rocks onto a wave.
Yeah. No, I agree. But you know what I mean? Just that photo's like the only photo I've ever seen out in the water where it like captures that vibe.
Love that photo. What did Dylan comment on there? What did he say? He said something about big beast in that hole or something. What was it?
No.
What was his comment?
No, there's nothing. I don't see one from Dylan.
Oh no, there definitely was.
No, we'll look at it later. So I got you off track. Can I tell the story? Because fucking
you have to, because you were the one who really felt my absolute disregard and disrespect of you.
And because I'm only a decent piece, because I'm a decent person, I let it happen.
So let's pretend this is like a trial, and I'm the accused. So I want to hear from witness number 1, and then I'll give my defense. Okay.
Okay. Well, fucking.
Well, fucking. That's not a good way to start the fucking proceedings, mate. Well, fucking.
Look, I fucking. For all of these years, we have taught the priority rule is the golden rule amongst us on the West Coast, right?
Yep.
And that it's up to you to know where your position is and to know who's up next, right? and it shouldn't have
Correct.
to be pointed out.
Huge, huge thing that I'm a big champion of.
And anyway, wave trap is a bit funny sometimes because it can mix you around. I'm not letting you off by saying that though. While the camera fucks out, Your Honor. And what happened is I caught a wave. And it was kind of shit. Actually, I had that remember I had that hour-long period there where I couldn't buy a wave. I was couldn't get any good waves. Anyway, paddled back out, and finally, and then you got a wave. We paddled out together, chatting away, and then some bigger sets started rolling through. You went paddled to my inside, and I went, oh, okay. You paddle a bit deep there, eh? Okay. And then, lo and behold, basically the wave of the day comes through. And I'm like, Joel is in the perfect spot here, but I have priority. So I'm going to paddle for it. And then all of a sudden, and I'm expecting it too. I'm expecting it because fuckface has got the blinkers on. And I heard this big yeah,
Yeah.
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 And I was just like,
fuck, here he is.
oh, and I should have dropped it on you. I should have dropped it on
You
you.
should have actually, when I think back. I
Should
wonder
have
what
dropped
would
it.
have happened. It would have been like, I would have said, "What are you doing?" You'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'll be like,
I
"Oh,
would have worked. You would have worked it out real quick. You would have worked it out real quick.
Right, tough
That
guy.
just reminds me, there was a surf we were having in the Shorey last year at Blaketown, and I
Yeah.
dropped it on you like 3 times.
See, what goes round comes around.
That was after we were just like, and we're doing it to Aaron as well. Just like, anyway.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, so are you have you finished your deposition?
Fuck's sake. Yeah.
You finished your deposition? Okay.
Well, you are guilty. Yeah.
So in my defense, at the wave trap recently, there's been it's quite a wide takeoff area. So you've got the wider peaks that come through, and some of those wider ones, they do stretch all the way through to the inside into the river, which is rare, but they do. So what happens is when you've got a bit of a crew out there, bugs and surfers, the surfers tend to like to go deeper, and I respect that because they can get more speed on their craft than a booger. So you've always got one or two surfers trying to sort of dominate the wider peaks, and then you've got the inside section, and that's where you were cruising, and I agree. I did exactly that. We were both paddling back out the channel, and I pushed a little bit deeper, and we're chatting away, and yeah, that wave came, and yes, my blinkers were on, and my defense is weak.
I wasn't deep enough though, too. I should have been deeper on it, really.
Yeah, it really, you should have just said, righto, Kinga, off you go. You're in the best spot. Here you go, Kinga. Get into it, son. And I remember I was just like, just totally just thinking about getting so deep on it. And I just look at you on the shoulder and I was just like, yep. And you gave me this look. I can still see it. You looking over going, oh, fuck. Angry as face. What?
I was shouting. I was like, fuck no.
Yeah, probably. I got fucking shacked on that too. It was a good one. So fast forward 3 days. I think it was because I surfed Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I had the Monday off, and then it was the Tuesday where it was good again. No, I think it was the Sunday surf. I think it was the Sunday. No, it was. It was the Sunday surf. It was the very next day. And anyway, the usual suspects were out, and I was just really hanging out on that inside peak. That's all I was sort of focusing on because there was a couple of stand-ups out. It was Zane and someone else, I think, and Wizzy and Johnny and myself. And I was really focused on those inside nuggets. So I was just doing my thing in there, and everyone was going to the wide peak. So everyone's getting sucked into that trap. Oh, I secretly love that because I let people do that. It's a bit of a strategy of mine. I let
Yeah.
people go deep, and then I'll just sort of sneakily
Mr.
just
Best
sort of
ones.
just chill
Mhm.
out over here because I know they're going to come through. The wide ones are going to come through on the inside section. I'll just wait my time. They'll be out of position. And Wizzy was over on the main peak, the wide peak, and he decided to drift over to Jolsey's spot. In his head, he was next in line in priority. Um, I was a bit confused because when you have someone come over from the wide peak, when they come into your spot, how does that work? Do they take their priority from that spot and bring it over to the spot that you're been surfing? So the sick wave comes very similar to the wave that you got or that I shouted you off. Very similar. It was a good wave. And I I just fucking alpha mailed that shit, hey. I just fucking took off.
I am.
Yeah, I just took off and got another decent pipe. And I paddle back out the back, and yeah, Wizzy's just looking at me like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, is that what we're doing, are we?" And I was like, "What? I was next." And he's like, "No, you weren't. I let you have that wave. I let you have that wave." He was getting into it. He got stuck into me, eh? And I was just like, "Oh, this is getting awkward." But he was smiling, and I was smiling. I was just like, "Nah, mate, not in my book. I was next. I disagree. I disagree with you. I disagree with you." That was a bit of a grey area because yeah, I think I was pretty much that was my wave, but he thought it was his wave. So it's just funny, eh? Like fucking surf politics. It's stupid,
Oh,
really.
surfboard. Yeah, it's funny. I love wave track though. It's such a cool a little arena. It's such a cool little arena to surf in, you know.
It's the best,
It's
man.
just yeah,
There's
it's
just so
it,
much going on. Like you're literally in the river,
yeah.
and you've got a break wall either side of you. You've got a fucking beach area. You've got fucking rocks that are popping up. Like you
Mm,
can see them out in your periffs. You can see actual nuggets of rock popping up. It's hectic. It's cool.
yeah.
I love it.
Cool.
Mm.
Well, well, I think people have probably heard enough about wave track.
Think
And
so.
what look out. So if you hey, when you sign up to Patreon, if you want to sign up, you'll get access to a little video of my trip that I put together and some good surf clips that me and Joel have got. And what else? You'll get some exclusive Patreon podcast clips as well, and another little secret squirrel surf clip or surf video. I won't say clips because clips sound like a 30-second thing. They're actually like a little vlog to for you to check out.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've got something to pitch to you about content for Patreon. Do you think that listeners would like to hear sordid stories of my um, first interactions with Tinder?
We call them the Tinder files.
Yeah, I think we should call them the Tinder files.
I'm just taking
And
a show note.
yeah, you write that down, mate. You fucking jot that down on your notepad on your 1B5. But I think that it'd be quite funny to have as some secret content for the subscribers on Patreon. Some of Joel's
Oh, I got some for you too.
exactly. I think it'd be great. Like some because there's some embarrassing stories. And some desperate actions that we
Should we do one right now? We'll do one
no,
right now.
no, I can't. The walls are too thin. Maybe when
Mm,
when we get a chance and we can do a potty where there's no one home, I'm so
yeah,
keen to just go fucking cut loose,
yeah,
eh?
yeah.
Give
And
like a
sorry,
full
sorry, team. The old camera's doing its usual shit.
don't worry about it, mate. This is what it's doing. But yeah, what do you think? Do you reckon that'd be some good content?
Oh, that'd be fucking awesome. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
already
yeah,
captured that, so
yeah,
that'll be
great.
yeah. Because I think we could do it as a little series on Patreon. People would just fucking. And then I'd also like to do. I think because we're gonna do surf content. I think what would be cool is surf. Like we'll do a bit of surf politics stuff, maybe, in there.
Yeah. I like that. I
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
a little bit of surf politics.
Yeah. That'd
Yeah.
be fun. That'd be
Just
fun.
just on that too. Did you see the latest controversy with the Shark Island comp, and they put that Noah Dean in it?
Yes, I did. And what are your thoughts on that?
Oh, they're just bull licking, in my opinion. It's like, fuck, man, give a young guy who doesn't have a big profile fucking crack.
They,
Like,
yeah, in their defense, they are giving quite a few young guys a crack. If you look at the list,
I don't know.
they're ticking that box. Um, my opinion is, I think it's I think it's pretty fucking whack, eh? To be honest, I think it's pretty much what the pipe comp does with Job. Even
Oh,
though
they haven't done that for fucking years and years and years, though.
doesn't matter, they still did it.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
I'm just comparing the two. It's very
Mm.
similar because what it does is it's clickbait shit. Okay, because you're really going to open up like literally
Oh,
thousands of. Oh, you disagree?
I totally disagree. I don't think
No,
stand-ups could give a shit whether Noah Dean's in it or not. They're
I
not
do.
interested in watching booking.
No, I disagree with you. I think stand-ups do, especially when it comes to a high performance wave um at Shark Island, and they'll want to see him either fail. Most of his brethren will want to see him fail, but a lot of his buddies and friends and followers will want to see him do well in the comp. So
Noah
I
Dean's
disagree.
not even that big a name, no,
Oh,
bro. Like,
see, I think you're out of touch. I think he's fucking huge, actually. I think he's
okay,
massive. I think
nah.
he's in the easy top 10 engagement for surfers in the planet, I reckon, eh?
Are you serious, bro?
That's my initial vibe
Okay,
on
well,
it.
just a quick check on the space. So, how many followers does Gabriel Medina or Kelly Slater have, or Philippe Toledo, or Griffin Colapinto?
I don't know, but you
They're in
could
the
have it.
millions. They're in the millions.
I do understand that, but
How many followers does Noah Dean have on Instagram?
I don't know.
I looked it up. 80K.
80K? It's pretty
He's
decent.
nowhere near the top. So like, if you wanted to really,
Is that your standard though? Just Instagram followers? Is that your criteria?
no, but it's just one of them.
It is one of them, exactly. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
but in
not
terms of
everything.
profile, the
Mm-hmm.
people that make the headlines is not Noah Dean.
Oh, I
People that
disagree.
make Kelly Slater, Griffin Colapinto, Gabriel Medina, Philippe Toledo.
Depends what headlines you're
Uh,
looking at.
who else? If you're talking about core lords, bro, Noah Dean all day.
Mm.
Core lords aren't interested in watching fucking boogie. If you got someone
I
like
don't know.
Gabriel Medina or Kelly Slater, who's a big guy that's not on Nate Florence. If you got Nate Florence,
Oh
who
yeah,
would do it,
of
and I
course.
would be like fucking Nate Florence. If you got like the top, okay, bro, my top 10, like in terms of surfers highest profile, Kelly Slater at number one, probably Gabriel Medina at number two, Philippe Toledo, Griffin Colapinto around the top there. Nate Florence, John Florence, obviously. John Florence was probably second with Gabriel Medina. Um, Jack Robinson's fucking huge.
Mm.
Who else? Help me out. I'm nearly at 10.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a good 6 or 7, I'd say.
fuck. What's his name? Your favorite. Um, Dane Reynolds is
Shane
still
Reynolds,
huge. Dane Reynolds is still huge.
Mason Ho,
Yeah, Mason Ho.
Clay
So
Marzo, all those boys.
yeah, Clay Marza. And there's a couple of big wave surfers that are fucking just huge names as well, right? Nick Von Rupp. Uh, fuck, man. I think all of those guys that I just listed have got way bigger profiles and engagement than Noah Dean. Noah Dean's, yeah.
I don't know. I kind of disagree. But anyway, my thoughts are that I think it's lame because it kind of reminds me of the whole pipe job thing, and I think it's just a clickbait thing. Um, and I agree with some of the media that I've seen, which is funny from the Infone podcast, and and there's a meme of like Kingy There's have you
I've
seen
seen
that?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I'll bring it up, eh?
So yeah, bring it up. Bring it up, Jamie. It's basically a pic of like Kingy's way. He's Kingy's in a backside tube on the stand up, and it looks sick actually. He's got good style, and it's like Kingy's waiting for his wild card into the Chopes comp at the WSL.
Oh, what? There must be some sort of beef there that he's not getting one, eh?
Oh yeah, that seems weird though. Like, why would you put Noah Dean in front of people like Hardy or Ben
Oh,
Player or
Hardy would have got an
Kingy?
invite. Hardy would have got an invite. He just probably wasn't like available.
Or no,
I would say.
I think he's got a Bali camp on the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was that pick, and then there was another one too. There was
I
another
think that
one.
was just a story, bro. I'm not sure if I'll be
Oh
able to
yeah,
find
yeah,
that.
true, true.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Mhm.
that's funny. No, I don't know. I think you're glossing over how big Noah is. I think he's
I
like
think
one of the most what like the biggest watched. If it come like another criteria on this, if you will, is views on edits, and I would say that Noah Dean
mm,
probably has some of the highest views on his. Like, when most pro surfers release one big clip every 1 or 2 years,
mm.
I would say that his when he drops a clip, the quality is of the highest caliber and probably the most watched. Um, yeah, I think that
I
would be
know.
another criteria.
I think Torren Martin's got better. He's a absolute fucking mid-length core lord, and he's probably got way more pull than him, bro. Like I don't even follow Noah Dean. Like I find I just yeah whatever.
Hey, it just comes down to
Yeah,
opinion and
I just
perspective.
yeah.
We don't have to
I,
agree with each other. It's good.
no, 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 that's good.
Good.
But I think that you're wrong. I just think you're
Um,
dead wrong.
yeah, I think you're wrong too. But anyway, I thought that whole Shark Island Noah Dean thing was lame, but hey,
Who's you?
it's definitely
Yeah.
gonna. I think it's definitely gonna grab more eyes on it. You
So for
trust?
me, bro. For me, I take issue with it because there's no surf contest inviting bugs to come on them. It's again that power imbalance that we're feeding into,
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah, exactly.
and
Like,
just sucking it, you know.
where is Kingy's fucking Chopes invite? you
What's that
know?
fuckwit's name? Kobe Everton.
Oh, don't worry about him. Don't worry about that drone. Yeah, so I got a few extra show notes. Wanted to talk about some podcasts that I listened to recently.
Hmm.
But start with you. Any cool potties you've been listening to recently?
Nah, I just been enjoying listening to Morning Combat and John and Tim. Really?
Yeah, so big potties. Do you still listen to any Rogan or nah?
Nah,
Why not?
it's boring. It's all been said. It's boring. I can't be fucked. Yeah.
What about new guests that he gets on? Interesting topics. You don't even sort
Nah.
of check in, see what's going
Nah,
on.
I'm not interested. Nah.
It's funny, hey,
If
because
I'm gonna learn about things, I prefer reading, than listen to some cunt waffle.
fair
Yeah.
enough. Um, I still follow him quite. I agree. There's, you fall off a little bit with Rogan because he does just get the same old people on, and it's the same old shit. Repeats himself, tells the same old stories. But there's been two guests recently which have fucking breaking the internet a little bit. It's been pretty
Oh, I
cool.
saw that. Terrence Howard.
Yeah, yeah, that was the latest one I listened to. That was trippy, man. It was really I really enjoyed it. Um, he's an out of it character. Crazy story. Crazy
Off his,
story.
he's off his meds, mate.
I don't know, some of the shit he's talking about's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like, if you like alternate ways of thinking and um a lot of it made sense. Like I know some people might think, "Oh, you're getting sucked into it. You're getting sucked into it," but I'm just an open flower, bruh. When it comes to information and knowledge, I like to take everything in and sift through it. I thought Terrence's podcast was fucking awesome. I really enjoyed it. Um, Out of it character, I sense a little bit of bullshit, but I also sense a lot of like my intuition saying that he's a holy and honest guy. That's what I'm vibing. Um, Worth a listen if you want to. There's a lot of high level tech, physics chat. There's a lot of high level periodic table chat, universe chat. He has his own way of thinking when it comes to the creation of planets and stars and the universe, and he has a whole different way of thinking on how maths and gravity and um, the forces, the elemental forces, how they work. So yeah, just if you want to have a real crazy 3 hours, then give that a full listen. And so, what's your have you just seen snippets or something?
I just saw some posts about it and
Yeah.
a couple of little clips. I've never been huge on Rogan though. I've
Oh,
never
okay.
been a
Yeah.
massive Roganite. Never have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just never found it that like fucking good. Yeah.
Fair enough. Hey, and apologies to the viewers. Yeah, Hodjo's camera's still fucking
Oh
lagging
yeah,
out.
I'm
No
gonna have
worries,
to
but
go. I'm
that's
actually
okay.
gonna have to go buy a new webcam, aren't I? Yeah.
Yes, you are. But anyway, the other podcast that I saw, which was just before the Terrence one, I forget his name, Indian fellow, and it's all about the simulation theory. Fuck, that was another mind blowing. Like Rogan just dropped two mind blowing potties in a row, in my opinion. And so this guy, I'll bring up his name because it's good for the listeners and viewers to actually know who I'm talking about. Um, but basically, this guy was he was a video game
Mm,
developer.
yeah.
That was where he sort of cut his teeth. Um, yeah, so his name is actually Rizwan Virk. Rizwan Virk. That's a cool name. So yeah,
Rizman.
Rizwan. Rizwan. Yeah, so he's a computer scientist geek. And you know, you might have heard this theory before where if you extrapolate our current state as humans, right? So if you look ahead 50 years or 100 years, we all know Hodjo's video's gone, but we'll just carry on. So if you extrapolate 50 to 100 years, we all know that our technology is just going to go crazy. You know, we're going to have the most fucked up AI, we're going to have the most fucked up virtual reality. It's going to be so intense. But the VR stuff that's going to come out, can you imagine VR in 100 years? Right, it's just going to be mind blowing. So his way of thinking is that why not fast forward 1,000 years? Simulations are going to be probably a normal part of society where you'll just be able to go into a world where you won't know the difference. You won't actually know the difference that you're in a VR world. You'll be able to like plug in and it'll just feel like another life. So his theory is, well, if that's going to happen in probably less than 1,000 years, probably more like 150 years, that's going to happen in 150 years. His way of thinking is that it just makes sense that we're already there. Like this probably is a simulation because we know where our future is going to be. We know that in 150 years, people are going to be able to plug into a simulation and
Mm,
live a completely different life. So he's done the mathematical sort of probability on it, and he sort of feels that at 70%, the way that he thinks, and he's quite a learned scholar in this kind of field, even though he started
yeah.
off as is a game developer and computer scientist. He floats around in these circles quite a bit, but he seems to think that 70% chance that we are actually this life that we're living is actually a simulation.
Well,
Fucking
I just yeah,
fascinating conversation.
I don't know how do they reach these conclusions and shit? It just blows me out, eh?
Well,
You
what I
know?
just said, like, if you think about where we're heading, surely we're going to get to a state where simulations will be, you won't be able to discern reality from simulation, from the tech, right?
I
So
don't
that,
know.
no, well, what do you mean you don't know? Look where we are now. Like some of the VR tech is pretty fucking insane. And if you just go 100 and 150 years ahead, can you not see that it would get that good that you wouldn't be
Me,
able to?
yeah, I find it really hard to for yeah. I don't know, man. For me, I find it nearly impossible to wrap your head around. The only time I've ever really, have you ever just stood in the front of the mirror and stared at yourself for like 10 minutes,
Yeah, do it every
and
day.
you're just like, what the fuck is this like consciousness that
Yeah, man.
like I'm experiencing right now, that
Yeah.
I'm a consciousness within this body looking back at me,
Mm,
but I feel completely separated from it at the same time.
mm.
Like I've got nothing to do with this body. I'm entirely different. And you just like gets too much. Have
Yes.
you ever had that?
Yeah, especially on mushrooms, that's for sure. Stare into that mirror for fucking half an hour.
So good.
Oh, dude. I think we should wrap this up because your video is absolutely fucked out completely. And yeah, we've done a good stint. We've done over an hour, I think. Surely.
Carry on
Okay.
though, but like, I find it fascinating. I think my issue is I don't have the mental bandwidth sometimes to be able to like just even listen to this stuff. And for me,
Okay.
my media
Fair
is
enough.
things that I need to use just to switch off.
Gotcha. Yeah. Nah. See, for me, it's different. For me, I like to be pushed out of my brain. I like to think. I like to. I love these chats. I love the simulation theory chat. I love alternate ways of thinking. I love to be. I love those fucking convos. They're fucking awesome. I reckon simulation theory is really starting to, because I've listened to some things about it before, and I haven't read anything about it, but I've listened to a lot of podcasts about it. So I'm so fucking knowledgeable, bro. But the simulation theories, for me, it's getting more and more like what it is, eh? Been loving some good old fashioned Rogan podcasts recently, and it's funny though, eh? Because yeah, listening to Rogan now is almost like a fucking trope. You're like, you almost get that. I actually don't even want to say that I listen to Joe Rogan anymore to normal people on the street,
Really?
because they'll be like, so okay, you're one of those guys. You listen to Rogan, huh? Oh, okay, you're a Rogan guy. Okay, gotcha. I feel like there's a stereotype out there now, whereas like if you listen to Rogan, then you also, you know, do ice baths, you fucking have saunas, you work out, you take supplements, and that's true. There is that stereotype now, right?
Yeah, but it's not a bad
No,
stereotype. But
I'm not
like,
saying it's a bad thing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But like, yeah, I've just never been a Roganite. Um, Yeah,
Right.
for me, yeah, my media consumption has always been sort of brain switchy off, and the
Gotcha.
stuff that I get real pumped on is books.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool. That's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, I struggle to sit there through three. Like I heard the boys were talking about they were talking about George Orwell
Mm,
uh audiobooks or like essays.
The Joel and
And I'm
Tim show
like,
you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah,
Tim
yeah, yeah. And
Bromley's
I was
been
like,
listening. Bromley's been
mm,
listening to the Orwell essays while he's been working on the audiobooks.
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, this sounds like not something I've got the bandwidth for at all. It'd put me to sleep. Maybe that'd help with my sleep problems.
Yeah, mate. You just put that on, just nod off. Oh, also Rosie with the Baker's Punk podcast. He's had a couple of good episodes recently. I loved his last two. And then it was a nice surprise. He had Pride Bowl. Do you remember Pride Bowl?
No,
It was
no.
before your time, eh?
I don't know. Were they a punk band from Aussie, were they?
No, they're from Cali. Well, actually,
Mm.
no. If you listen to the interview, they were from all over the fucking world. Actually, oh no, the lead singer moved to fucking was it Denmark or some random country and with his missus, and then he just started a band with like three other young local punkers. And but yeah, no, Pride Bowl was a big band that we always used to listen to on heaps of bug vids
Mm.
back in the 90s. And no, it was sick to listen to that interview and listen to some old songs. So yeah, good work, Rosie. Keep up the good shit. And of course, Joel and Tim always pumping out frequent good stuff. It's my number one. I just
Oh,
love
me too.
I just
Yeah.
love it's just it's like putting on an old hoodie, it's just nice and cozy and familiar. It's just good chats, good
I just love listening to
podcasts.
something homegrown from the boys. I just really enjoy
Exactly.
it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. It's
100%.
awesome. Just
So
love
yeah,
it.
let's wrap things up because you've had a few issues with the camera. I know it's
Yeah,
it's
so the first thing I'm going to do tonight after is I'm going to finally just go and buy a proper webcam because this setup's not working.
yay,
I've had to convert over to the laptop so you guys can see me.
yay.
And it's like me and Joel have been having half pint arguments and fights in between, in between recording sessions here, which is all on me. I'm sorry, Dave, but and I thought just while we're on that, signing out, go check out Nate Florence's new New Zealand videos. One from the deep pockets of Southwestland, and one of the classic old dinner plates as well.
Oh, can we
Yeah,
quickly talk about the dinner plate session,
yeah.
bro? It was fucking man.
Uh,
And they all dropped nuts, bro, in my
nah,
opinion.
no, 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 no,
Even
no.
Florence.
No, I gotta take because I've had one day out there just like that where the when it comes in at that real southwest angle, right? Because you could tell it was and I was watching the swell when he was down there. When it comes into that big southwest angle, it's basically impossible to sit on the peak because the current is pushing you into the channel the entire time.
Oh, okay.
It's impossible to get onto the peak. Basically, it's just
Impossible.
it's just a huge sweep. Like it's
Impossible.
oh you we yeah, it's pretty much like I've been out there with
It's a
Wellesley,
big
who's
it's a big word.
listen. I've been out there on a massive day of Wellesley, very similar. And even Wellesley struggled to get to the peak, and he's like, this is back in his heyday,
Yeah.
and he pretty much he couldn't get to the peak either. So
Okay.
we're
Because
all
he was the first. Well, and that's so hard to
Wellesley
believe.
was basically the best out there.
Well, that's what I
Anyway.
was thinking. Like when I watched the footage, I was like, Wellesley would be pulling into those barrels.
No, even he would like. I'm telling you, the sweep is so hardcore, bro. When it's like the dinner plates needs more south in it, so
Mm.
that it doesn't have the sweep. So you can just. Had days out there where it's just real nice. There's no sweep at all. It's like when you get north swell on the coast, and sometimes we'll get the real bad sweep. It's
Yep. Yep.
just like that.
He
Yeah,
didn't mention a sweep,
yeah. He said he mentioned in it the big current.
did
Yeah,
he? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he did, and I could tell.
Mm.
I could tell just from the video that he couldn't get to the peak.
Yeah, because it was
He
so
wasn't.
frustrating.
Yeah,
So frustrating, eh? Because there was so many bombs coming
but that was
through.
Cunny. That wasn't even good dinner plates, bro. That was
What?
like it was pinch because the angle, the swell angle was wrong. It was pinching so badly.
Not all of them.
Where
There was at
yeah,
least eight to
whereas
10 waves where they were just like absolutely incredible. fucking
Yeah, but like I
solid
said, they're
beast.
basically impossible to get to as well. So
Yeah,
you
what a
just need
shame.
like a bit of south or a little bit of east, like
Mm-hmm.
southeast in it, and
Mm.
then it just doesn't have that
Mm.
sweep at all. Like,
I was a bit
yeah,
disappointed, but fair enough. Like he was obviously spooked. He was spooked out by
Mm.
just the murky water, and he was freaking out
Mm.
about sharks. Eh?
Oh yeah, I'm glad that I said to you the other day. I was like, I'm fucking glad that he's not the only one, and that
Yeah,
all the spots he's ever surfed at, that he got freaked out there too, because
yeah,
we've all been freaked out by that place.
yeah. Fuck, man. Oh god, that place looks so
Yeah, yeah.
scary.
Yeah, so like I wasn't when I saw that video, I was like, yeah, they'll sweep, eh? Fuck,
Right.
yeah. Mm,
Interesting.
mm.
Interesting. Cool, bro.
Yeah, you
All right.
mentioned a big current. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's sign off. Nice to chat.
Yeah,
Thanks a
but
lot.
sorry about the fucking webcam. It's gonna I promise next episode it's gonna be fixed. Yeah.
Yes. Good to hear.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, team.
All right, guys and girls.
Oh, team. Yeah, gotta stop
Ah,
saying that. I gotta stop saying
yeah.
that.
Hey, you can say it. Just know that it's fucking mega cringe.
Oh no, it is, eh? I'm just
Right.
I'm definitely a bit thrown off.
All right.
with
You
all
look
the
busy.
fucking
You look
issues.
busy. You look busy. I better let you go. Okay. I better let you
All right,
go.
bro.
You look busy. See you, mate.
See ya.